Hey everyone, my name is Mark and this is my first YouTube video that I'm actually doing for thrifting and selling on eBay. I go by Crazy Eyed Reseller, and if you look at my face, that'll probably tell you why they are sometimes called the Crazy Eyed Reseller. My right eye kind of does its own thing, and I can actually switch eyes back and forth, but I can't see 3D, right? Not a big deal to me. Never seen it. I do have depth perception, so I know that, for example, my hand is behind this hand and the phone's behind that. So not a big deal there. I can play golf, all that type stuff. But I kind of want to do my first YouTube video. I've been following a couple people for a while. I have been thrifting and eBaying for about a year, by the way, maybe a little bit longer. And my sister and her husband kind of got me started doing it for a little bit extra income. I've got a full-time job, so I can't really do a second job because I travel a lot. So this kind of works, and I do kind of enjoy the hunt of finding something at a thrift store or an estate sale, which I'll talk about a little bit later. And I like making friends. I don't say friends. I like delivering something to a customer, and so I try to do things that are going to be good quality, take good pictures, post well on eBay, and that's all I use right now. I do use something local as well called KSL. I'm in Utah, and KSL.com is a kind of like a newspaper and a TV station, but they have really good sale items, right? So it's kind of like Craigslist, but they do it really well here. A lot of people use it, and I've sold some things that way too. But eBay for the most part. But kind of want to show you some of the things I did today. But again, this is my first one, so I'm kind of testing this out. Not sure if the room was lit quite the right way, any of that. I might not even be recording this the right way. I may have to redo it all. But anyway, but I've been doing this for about a year, maybe a little bit longer. And I found some things that I'm pretty good at, and I found some things that I'm not good at. Oh, by the way, I was going to mention that I have been looking at YouTube. So I follow a guy named Taco. Well, his name is not Taco Stacks, but he goes by Taco Stacks. Very good. And there is another person, and that one is Paper and Moose. And then there's some other ones that I kind of follow as well. And I've gotten some really good ideas on how they do things. I kind of like how they interact with their fans, their followers, that type thing. So again, this is just a kind of a second job for me to either have some vacation money, to buy some other things, whether it's photography equipment. I do a lot of birding, bird photography, wildlife photography. I don't do, and unfortunately you can't make a lot of money with those. I can do some of the other stuff like personal headshots and bridals. Not a bit. I don't want to take the risk of doing weddings just because how risky they are. I may, but if I'm going to do those, I want to do it for people who really can't afford a good photographer. So maybe people in the military, first responders, maybe kids that are in college still and they just don't have a lot of cash. And especially when their parents on either side really aren't paying for it. So I might do some of that, but I haven't done it yet. A little bit nervous, right? Because if it goes wrong, the woman's going to hate you for the rest of your life. So I don't need that. But again, because I travel in my work, I can't do a lot of different jobs if I want to make some extra cash on the side. So doing the thrifting, going to an estate sale, which I did my very first one today. I want to show you a few things from that. And then just putting some stuff on eBay. It has worked well, and I've made some decent money. Not a lot, but decent money to help pay off some bills, to go on a vacation, that type thing. But anyway, a couple quick things. So today, or yesterday, I picked these up. These are a pair of Hurley board shorts that I picked up probably about a year ago at a thrift store called Savers. They were just a couple bucks, not a big deal. But I just never got around to posting them on eBay. Well, I did those and a couple other pair just last night, and one of the pairs sold today. Now, certain things sell on eBay at certain times of the year better than others. Certain times eBay is just slower. I understand that summer times are generally slower because we're all out doing stuff outside. We're probably not inside trying to do eBay, right? Wintertime in Utah, kind of cold outside, gets dark earlier and so forth, so it's a good time. But for these, I realized, hey, you know what? It's spring breaks coming up between February, March, and April. And so I wanted to get 3 or 4 pairs of these that I've had for a while on. And these actually sold. And so one of the things I do, I'm packaging them up now, but one of the things I like to do, and I hope everyone does this too, is when you sell on eBay, make sure you put a packing slip in there. But not only do I put the packing slip, and I should probably cover who those are going to up, my own address even, but I like to put just a quick little note on there. So I just write something real quick. Hey, thank you for the purchase. What I've done in the last couple of weeks is like Happy New Year. If it's a location where I've been with my travels, you know, hey, maybe it's a pretty area, something just to make it a little bit nicer, right? Again, very customer service driven. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to package these up and get those shipped out. I am not one who does free shipping. I always kind of pre-weigh my stuff, kind of know the size, so I give a good estimate of how much that's going to cost. I have been caught in the past where I didn't do something right. And if you're not careful, shipping can definitely bite you in the butt, right? And for those of you who have done this, you definitely know that. So I don't do free shipping. And in fact, I was even looking at a couple things today, and people are selling stuff for, let's say, $3 or $4 with free shipping. And I'm like, okay, it probably, even if it's cheap, it still costs you $1 to send. You still have about 12% in fees between eBay and PayPal. So if you sell it for $3, and that's and that's the shipping, so $3. All right, so there's 35 cents that's going to for your fees. Shipping's another buck, $2. I just don't get that per se. I like to try to get about $10 profit. Not that I do that on everything I sell, but that's generally what I'm after, right? So on these shorts, I'll probably make $8, $9, $10 profit. So not a bad deal. And it's good for me, and it's good for who's buying it as well, right? So that's important. So with that, I'm going to stop this video, and then I may start a little bit. I want to show a couple things that I actually bought today at a local thrift store. And then also my sister, in her neighborhood, they were doing an estate sale this weekend, and she had gone over, they had a few free things on the porch she had picked up. We went back over to see if there was anything I might want. Well, come to find out, it was the last day, and they had a bunch of stuff inside. So we were the only ones there. And so I spent about $35, and with what I bought, I'll probably get maybe $100 to $200 worth of stuff back on eBay. And I'll show you a few of those things tonight, just real quick, and I'll try to post those this week. But anyway, we will be back soon. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you do definitely like it, please like the video. Subscribe to my Crazy Eyed Reseller channel. I appreciate that. This is all brand new. I'm going to learn as I go. You guys can kind of go with me. I'm going to learn on the internet a little bit about videoing for YouTube, including the lighting, including using something like my iPhone, which I'm using, versus my GoPro, getting that set up. My room's kind of messy right now because I work in this office. I also do all my other stuff in here. But it's a fun thing. So this can be fun as well as can make you a little bit of money as well. All right, we'll talk soon. Thanks.